All right, family, you want to learn how to find buyers for your wholesaling land deals, right? So I'm going to break it down for you guys. As you guys know, with infill lots, we usually like to reverse engineer, find out what the buyers are looking for, how much they're paying, basically getting their criteria and buy box first. That way we understand exactly what we need to hunt for, right? We're not guessing, spraying, and praying. We over here very targeted and precise of what we're looking for. That way, when we do have an opportunity, we already know we have a buyer in place and we can just keep hunting, right? So it seems like a lot of people are having problems finding solid buyers and builders. So I'm gonna break it down for you guys from A to Z of how to get them, how to build relationships with them, how to get their contact information and build fruitful relationships that will be at service to all parties involved. Let's get to it. All right, family. So as you can see, once you find your market, your target market, next step is we want to find our buyers and builders, right? So what we can do is we can use these data providers, whether it's PropStream, DataTree, LandVision, PropWire. I have PropWire pulled up here because it's free, right? And we can go ahead and use these data providers to find out who is buying land in our target market so we can reach out to them, introduce ourselves, and build a relationship, right? So let's go here and we're gonna start with the city. So we can say, we'll go to Palm Bay, for example, right? And once you click on the city, you're gonna get all the property. So this is land, houses, everything, all asset classes, right? So you're gonna go to lead types and we wanna go to cash buyers, and then you'll start to see the results changing here. Next, you're gonna go to property type, and you could pick whatever asset class that you're working with, but you know we work with land, so we're gonna click land, all right? And then we're gonna go to more, and we're gonna go to owner filters, and we wanna hit owner type business, right? And then financial filters, we wanna see recent sales. But remember that sometimes these data providers, they might be backed up, lagging maybe 30, 45, 60 days, depending on who you're using. So we'll go ahead and we'll back this up a couple months to April 1st, and then we'll hit save and close. And as you can see now, you have 75 results. And again, you put your city, so you could change this up. You put lead types, cash buyers, land, and then when you go to more, you have owner type business. Then you have last sale date. You could do April 1st and up, or however you want to play it. You could go back a couple months depending on the market and how consistent the land sales are, right? So you can see all these results here, family. And basically what you could do is click on it. And once you click on it, you can go to owner. But remember, you have to make an account and log in so you can see the owner here, right? And once you see the owner, you can kind of see where they're located. They're local to the market, which is good. And they own 53 properties. So they're not one of these huge builders, but they're very consistent, which I like to see, right? So you could go ahead and click and you'll be able to see the different buyers, and you can see what buyer is consistently popping up, right? Click on one. So you go to owner, you'll start to see this, 125 properties here. Keep going, click on this. So you have a bunch of buyers. Now it's about getting a hold of them, right? So let me just keep looking around, kind of see who I see consistently. So this one, 3 properties, they probably just getting started, which is cool. Or they might be operating on a different LLC. But yeah, family, so you could click on one, for example, and what we can do is we're gonna copy this, right? And once we copy this, we'll open another tab in Google, and then we'll paste it and kind of see what pops up. So right here, we can see Sunbiz is basically for the state of Florida. You're able to search up the LLCs to see who owns it, right? And then what you can do is click on one of them and you'll see it's active. You'll see the same address that you've seen over here. You'll see the registered agent name, and you'll kind of see the names here, which are the people we have to reach out to, right? So once you do this, you want to find out how to skip trace the buyer from this, the owner of this LLC. So you can use something like True People Search, or There's a couple other cyber background checks or cyber backgrounds or something. And then you could put the name and you could put the address to get the phone number, right? And once you get the phone number, then you reached out. So for example, let me go ahead and show you this. True people search, right? So once you do this, you'll go ahead and copy this right here. Then you'll put it here. And you'll put Palm Bay, Florida, right? Once you do that, you'll click view details, and if there's a number, you can call it, and sometimes there isn't, but you see one here. I just know sometimes this stuff, it get personal and stuff like that. So you guys understand how to do that. So now, once you get the contact information for these buyers and builders, now you can reach out and introduce yourself, right? So the conversation can go something like this. Hello, Jeffrey. My name is Jonathan. I see that you're buying land in Palm Bay. I just wanted to see if you're looking for more lots at this time. Are you still in the market? Yes or no, right? So you're gonna get a yes or no. Yes, what do you have? Okay, we're working on some lots now, but once we get some over, we'd love to send it to you. Is there anything specific you're looking for? Are you building just single family homes or duplexes? And any lots to stay away from? And then let them talk. You're building the criteria, you're taking down notes, you're understanding what your buyer is looking for so you can be at service to them. And sometimes these builders, they're busy, family, right? So you might not be able to have that full conversation, but as long as you can confirm that they are buying land and they're still in the market, you usually have the details right in front of you, right? So I'm not sure why this is going on, but you should be able to go to history and you should be able to see what they paid for it, right? So let's see if I'll say it on this page. Might be missing it. It says estimated property value. But once you go here on history, let me try a different one, see if it works. You should be able to see what they already paid for it. So you already know April 11th they paid $45,000. So you understand that they're around that price range, but you can just confirm these details. Okay, I seen that you bought the lot around $45,000. Is that around the price range that you want to be around? Are you willing to pay more for certain lots? And you could just ask these questions to truly get to know your buyer and only send them the things that actually fit their criteria or their buy box. And this is basically the process you're going to repeat. Every single buyer, you're going to get a hold of them. Some of them are going to be harder to find their information than others, right? Some of them might be under an LLC that's not in Florida, so you might have to dig deeper. But you won't know until you start the process. So you click, get the owner, you copy it, you paste it, you'll see the mailing address, make sure that fits. It's the same as the one that pops up, call them up, same conversation. Hey, my name is Jonathan. I see that you're buying land in Palm Bay. Are you still in the market by any chance? We might have some lots coming up soon. Would love to see if I could bring them to you to see how we can work together. And you're going to keep doing this over and over, building that buyers list. And this is what it takes to truly build those relationships and learn these markets. And that's how you truly learn them, because we're doing this virtually. We're not going to Palm Bay to wholesale infill lots. So we're learning by the conversations. Is there any deal breakers in this area? Is there anything I should look out for? Any lots you do not want? What's your ideal lot look like? Nothing on main streets. Make sure it has utilities, no wetlands, whatever it might be. So you start to learn what to look out for. But yeah, family, that's the whole consensus of how to find these buyers and builders, right? You find your target market. Okay, Palm Bay. Who are the top players? Now you're looking, you're clicking, you're seeing, who's buying. And once you find the LLC, there they are again. You'll go ahead and when you'll search it, kind of reverse engineer, find the number, call them up, introduce yourself, see how you could be at service. If you don't get a hold of them, follow up. A lot of these buyers and builders, you're not going to get a hold of them on the first call. So just like on the seller side, you got to follow up. Same thing on the buyer side. These builders are busy building. That's what they do. So sometimes they may not pick up their phone, right? Depending on who you're dealing with. Now, if you have bigger companies that you're working with that own tons of lots, right? They might have a land acquisitions department. So you could call, Google them, see if they got like a main number and ask them, hey, who handles land acquisitions for Palm Bay? We might have some opportunities soon. Just wanted to, make an introduction to who handles this region. And that's how you make the play, right? So yeah, family, this is all public data. You can use these data providers to find the top buyers and builders in your market, build those relationships, and then go ahead and make those assignment fees. So if y'all got any questions, post in the comments below. I could kind of dive a little deeper. I know some of this information is sensitive, so I don't want to go like too crazy, but y'all get the gist of it. You know what to do and the steps you need to take to reach out to these buyers and builders, family. So hope y'all got some value. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.